Hi everybody, Shane here with you from Guitar at Work. This is Tears in Heaven, more of our finger picking series. This is kind of, it's not finger picking in the traditional sense. I'll call it finger style. You're not using a pick for this, but it's not a pattern like Landslide or Dust in the Wind or something like that. Really nice way to play a lot of songs. Do it. Stay tuned for Hey There Delilah in the next video, which also uses a very similar right-hand technique. We have to watch out. Tears in Heaven. I'll call this the big money riff here. This guy. People get really bogged down with that. So I'm going to skip that just for now, just to get us going on the song. We will definitely get back to that. But if we get our basic shapes down, I think you're going to find that comes a whole lot easier. So let's not worry about the big money riff just yet. Let's get our basic chords. You are seeing on a handwritten sheet in front of you, Tears in Heaven. You're seeing your A, but notice I'm playing the A instead of 2, 3, 4, or whatever fingering you might typically use on that. There's a few of them out there. I'm using a bar like that, so 1, 1, and 1, and that's totally fine, and that's going to help us when we do get to the big money riff. So if we go this guy, A. Now with the right hand, this whole song is going to do this, and now I'm kind of rounding it off a little bit. There's full tab out there from a magazine, I think it was Acoustic Guitar magazine, and the transcription was absolutely perfect, but let me tell you, it was a whole lot of ink, and every single tiny thing that Clapton does on it was notated, and properly so. That's the way to do it. But what we can do to learn to navigate tab, we just take our basic shapes, get the core pattern going, which will sound this way. And that's the core pattern, just like that. And then we'll chase some of the little flourishes and things that you hear. We'll do that in class or here in another video, whatever the case may be. But we've got to get that basic thing down, the basic technique, and then we can start looking at some of those things that really pop out at us. So I'm going to round it off a little bit, as I said, just to get us going. Here's your A chord. There we go. And fingers are doing this. I'm going to go fingers underneath the G and B strings. Okay, they'll be there for the song. There we go. Underneath G and B. I'm just going to pull up toward me. Now I'm going to play the A string with my thumb. So it'll be fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb. This is the A chord here. Fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb. One more time. Here's your A chord. Fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb. Now E/G sharp. Look at this. E/G sharp. Watch out for your Roman numerals in your chord diagram, and really I encourage you to use this particular fingering. That's 2, 3, and 4. Now fingers do the same thing on your right hand. Okay, so G and B strings in there like that. And here's my thumb. And he's got to change to the low E because there are no X's in that chord, right? So E/G sharp. Great. And we're heading down to an F sharp minor here. I'm going to take that shape, E/G sharp. I'm going to drag it down 2 frets and then tuck my pinky in. Just 1 further to that 2nd fret. And same right hand pattern. Fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb. I'm going to get rid of my middle finger for this F sharp minor /E. Here we go. Right. And now D/F sharp. Look at this. Pinky goes up 1, middle finger gets added. There we go. Same right hand pattern. 2 of those. Now E7 sus4. I'm going to get rid of that middle finger right here. 1 of those. And now E7 that you're seeing. This guy here, and we'll head to an A. And that is your intro. A lot coming at you there, but you do have your sheets in front of you. You might have to stop the video right there just to go through that. Let me play it again from the A without the big money riff, just for now. Here's an A. E/G sharp. F sharp minor. F sharp minor /E. D/F sharp. 2 of those, 1 E7 sus, 1 E7, and A. And there's 4 of those. Good. And we're going to insert the big money riff when we get to it. We'll get that toward the end. Okay, we're just getting going on the chorus. That was your intro section, and that'll happen in between verses sometimes as well. So you'll want to get that guy going. You might pause it there and just do your intro, and we'll get on to the verse when you come back. The verse section, the verse does this. Starts on your A again. It's very similar in the beginning here. Here's an A, and E/G sharp, same as it was in the intro. F sharp minor is also the same. F sharp minor /E. Now D/F sharp, all the same so far. Okay, now A/E. This is where it gets a bit different here. You're going to tuck that guy in. Here's your A/E with your 3rd and 4th fingers. And we're going to an E. Same right hand pattern. Now, there's a little bit something different here. I've written walk up on your sheet there. I'm going to play E this way, as normal, and you'll see some tab there. I'm going to go to the 2nd fret here on the G string, 2nd fret on the B string, and just play that all alone. And I'm going to drag my middle finger up to the 4th fret here, G string, and 1st finger is going to go to the 3rd fret on that B string. Great, let me take it from the E again. It's going to be 2 normal little right hand techniques. I'm going to go fingers, thumb. Let's abandon ship on the E chord and run for this. You've got a 2nd fret and a 2nd fret there. Same bass note. I'm going to drag my middle finger up to the 4th fret, and 1st finger is here on the 3rd fret. Right, so at tempo, let's say 1, 2, and good, and that's what we're going to insert later on the big money riff. Okay, coming up. So that is your verse. Let me play the entire verse for you. Here's A coming, 3, 4, E slash G sharp, F sharp minor slash E, D slash F sharp, A slash E, here's an E, here's your walk up coming right here. And the big money riff and the verse will repeat. There we go. Now we're heading to the chorus, breaking this up into sections, and we'll stitch it together. We'll definitely stitch it together in class. F sharp minor in the chorus. I'm on the 2nd page here of the tab. The chorus goes from F sharp minor, same right hand technique. Each one gets a bar this time. It's not 2 beats apiece like it was in the intro and the chorus. It's going to be 4 beats on each of those. So F sharp minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, now C sharp slash E sharp, which is an awful name for a chord, but it's right. And same right hand pattern. There you go. Pinky's going to be the only guy that remains for this A7 slash E. Good. Now F sharp 7, this guy here, I'm going to finger it this way. 1, 3, 2. There you go. Might take you a second to find that guy. He's a little bit different than some of the shapes we've seen thus far. Okay, now B minor 7. I'm going to play a B minor bar chord that we all know and love. B minor bar chord, and I'm going to take my pinky off. And that gives you your B minor 7 that you're looking for. Now our right hand has now got to play the A string because there's 1 X in that B minor. There's 1 X in that B minor. I'll do this. 4 beats, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the last chord, B minor 7 slash E. Don't move a muscle. In your left hand, just play your E bass here, and I'll play these punches. Again, it's B minor 7. I'm going to play the low E string, B minor 7 slash E, I should say. I'm going to play bass note, and then another bass note, and that's when he goes herein, and it goes back to the big money riff. Here's your chorus, very slowly in time. 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3. C sharp slash E sharp here. And 2, and 3, and A7. And care. Now F sharp 7 in this way. Yeah, B minor 7. And here he is here. 2, and 3, and a B minor slash E. B minor 7 slash E. I'm just going to go bass note, low E, boom. And now punches. It says punches, ba, ba, boom, ba. Again, that was bass note. And then punches. And he's going to the big money riff at that point. Good. Let's talk about that big money riff. Let's get him going. You have a separate sheet for that. It starts with a hammer, 0, 2 on the low string like that. There's your 0, 2, and then open A. Okay, so if we can get it that far, let's go open an E, hammering, 2nd fret, now open A. Now at this point, commit to your bar. Remember we barred the A chord? Let's commit to that bar. You'll find your 2 that you need on your sheet, hiding there, meaning 2nd fret. Now here's a tricky part. I'm going to hammer and pull. That's 2, 3, 2. Okay, so far we have this 0, 2, open A, then to these bar, good, and I pick up my 2 within that bar. There's a 2, 3, 2. You'll see the slur marker over top of that to give meaning hammer, and then pull. Hard to keep the momentum going on the note to get there. Followed by the 2 on the G string again. So we do this. There we go. Let's do that one more time. 3, 4. Good. Your hammer might sound a bit Yeah, like that, because you got to get that bar nice and clean. That's not the easiest thing to do right at first. That replaces the A chord that you are seeing, let's say, in the intro. The first A that you're seeing, that occupies that space. So if I go, then E/G sharp, and you're into the intro and the verse as we know it from there. So just use the big money riff here. Use that to replace the A. Okay? I withheld it till about now because I didn't want you to get spooked by it. Some people, they try the riff and they just can't get beyond that. Seemingly they can't get beyond it, or feel they can't anyway, and they never get to the actual chords. But I'm sure you can do it. Practice the chords, insert the big money riff, and away you go. The only other item here would be the bridge, and there's a key change. It goes to the key of C. So I'm going to run these chords fairly quickly here. This is page 2 of your handwritten chart. Here is C. Same right hand pattern, G/B, A minor, D/F sharp, and a G, finger picker's G, one finger, D/F sharp, E minor, one D/F sharp, one G, back to C, G/B, A minor, D/F sharp. Here's a G, please. Now D/F sharp, and an E coming. And guess what? Same walk up in that we saw at the end of the verse, and then big money riff. We're into that. Let me play the bridge part in real time here. 3, 4, and G/B, A minor, D/F sharp, G, D/F sharp, E minor, D/F sharp, 1 G. There's C, G/B, A minor, D/F sharp, G, D/F sharp, E with a walk. Bow, 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 and we're in big money riff. And you're back to, there's your intro, here it comes. Good. It takes a little bit of time to stitch it together, without a doubt. I know how tricky that can be, especially because a lot of these are not your normal chords. They're not the meat and potatoes chords we've grown accustomed to, G's and D's. It's a good push forward for you, for sure, if it's new to you, and expect that a piece like that's going to take a little while. It's definitely going to take a little while, but it's worth chasing. It's going to open the door to other things as well. So quick and dirty, I realize, but enjoy it. Poke away at it, section by section. If you have any questions, drop me an email or ask me in class, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.